So I thought it would be nice to record a short standing practice just to do in the mornings when you wake up, any time of the day, just when you feel that you need to ground and to breathe. Do a tiny bit of yoga breathing, and really helps us to release tension as well. So let's just start. It's all very much a beginner's practice, really easy. Let's just start by shaking through the body. So we're shaking out, very loose in the wrist, shaking the arms, and we join in with the legs. So there's a kind of pulsing through the legs. It's actually from Qigong practice, and it's a really nice way to release tension into the earth. Breathing with it, it's quite nice to kind of the breath out. Thinking of just releasing into the earth, shaking out any tension from the body, from the muscles, from the limbs, into the earth, really getting into a rhythm. And pulse through the legs. We're thinking of your feet as being magnets or something to the earth that can discharge the tension from your body into the earth. And being in relationship with the earth, so the earth takes that tension from you. And then just shake out, maybe shake the legs out, whoops, one at a time. Shaking the feet, loosening up the ankles. Again, setting your intention to release tension from the body. Okay, and then we'll carry on, we'll do some swinging, just swinging of the arms, nice and sort of slightly bent in the knees so that you've got room for everything to rotate with you when you're swinging the arms. And really sort of ragdoll arms, so there's no holding. You're completely loose with the arms, almost to the point, well, in fact, to the point that the hand's going to come around and hit you lightly. Really nice to release the diaphragm and get some movement through the spine. Bit of clicking in my hips. And then we'll just think about the energy from the earth, and we'll spend a few moments intending to draw that energy up through us and then radiating that energy around us. So we'll have a slight bend in the knees. We're going to scoop the breath up, breathing in, intending to draw that energy. Think of drawing that energy up on the in-breath all the way through your chakras, intending to balance the chakras as you come through, and then turning the hands at the top and radiating the light around the body on the out-breath. So we'll do that a few times. So bending the knees, breathing in, drawing that earth energy up through the chakras to balance them, and then turning the hands at the top, breathing out, radiating that light around you. We'll do that a few more times. We really love this. And again. Drawing that energy in, drawing it up through the chakras with the intention that your body follows your intention, with the intention to balance the chakras, breathing out, radiating light around you. And then just shake out again. Going to work with the feet a little bit. We're just going to, feet and legs, we're going to come onto the ball of the foot and circling round over the ball of the foot, just to start waking the foot up, coming outward, and then maybe a little bit of pushing forward to bend the toes. and then shake the foot out. And we'll do the other one, stepping forward, circling round over the ball of the foot, circling outward. And then pushing forward over the toes, so you're kind of bending over the toes a couple of times. And then shake that foot out. Another shake of the legs. Okay, so I thought we'd move to yoga breath. It's I find it a really releasing breath when I've been tense, and there's something about it that involves a smile, and the body has a feedback loop, so that if you're physically smiling, the body reads that as being happy and sends those hormones through the body. So it's quite a nice kind of quick fix if you're struggling with things a bit. So the breath is called Seat Kari, and the in-breath is to the sound seat, and it's smiling the breath into the heart. So maybe having the hands on the heart area first of all, just to get this idea of smiling, drawing the breath into the heart. So it's smiling in on seat. And then on the out breath, ka, ka. Thinking of the out breath flowing down the sides of the body. And before you've completely breathed out, the rest of the out breath is the sound re, which comes out through the crown. So it's a smiling the breath in on seat into the heart. Ka, down the sides of the body, and before you've released all the out breath, re, way out through the crown. And you get this sort of sense of expansion on the smile in, and then almost sort of elongation as you breathe out, ka, down the sides of the body, and re, out of the crown of the head. So we'll try that a few times just in standing, and then we'll take it into a posture. So smiling the breath in on seat. Ka, down the sides of the body, re, way out through the crown. A couple more times. Ka. Can't remember if that was a couple more times or not, but anyway, you've got the hang of it. So we're going to take that into a bit of a standing posture with the arms up. We're going to drift the weight to the fronts of the feet a little. So just so you've got a micro bend in the knees, and that the feet feel like the fronts of the feet like feel like they're taking your weight. Heels are quite light. If you were going to exaggerate it, it would be like you're going into a ski posture, but it's slightly less than that. But if you can try by locking your knees and see how the feet feel like they're a little bit more divorced from the ground, and then unlock the knees and see how they take your weight in the fronts of the feet. So that's the feet first of all, and then we'll have the hands scooping again. And we'll smile the breath in, drifted to the fronts of the feet with the weight. Seat. And then ka, to breathe out, index finger and thumb up to the ceiling. Ka, the breath out as you reach out through index finger and thumb. And then we'll do that again, from scooping the breath up. So smile the breath in on seat. And ka, index finger and thumb up. Leave the hands up now. And with the hands up, we'll drift the weight to the front of the feet. Smile the breath in. Reach out through finger and thumb and press down through the footprint into the ground. Feel that growing up through you. Way out through the crown, that last bit of breath. And we'll do that one more time. Soften the knees, drift the weight to the fronts of the feet. Smile the breath in on seat. Smiling into the heart. And then as you reach out through index finger and thumb, put some weight down through the fronts of the feet. Feel the ground sort of coming up through you as you reach out through index finger and thumb. And then let the heels deepen into the earth on the end of the out breath. So we'll do that again in slightly more real time. So drift the weight to the fronts of the feet. Smile the breath in on seat. Reach out through the fingers, putting weight down through the feet, and then let the heels drop as the breath comes out of the crown. One more time, and then we'll take that into a forward bend. So smiling the breath in, drift the weight to the fronts of the feet. Press down through the feet, reach out through the finger and thumb. Let the heels land and deepen as you come out through the crown. And then we'll turn the hands around and bring them down. And we'll shake out again. But we can do them. Qigong, shaking tension from the body into the earth. And you should be breathing a bit more easily now. So we're going to take that into a forward bend. So drifting the weight to the fronts of the feet again. We'll smile the breath in on seat, scooping up. On reaching out through index finger and thumb, putting some weight down through the fronts of the feet to grow you up, growing the ground up through you. And then rest of the breath, heels land. Don't worry if you need to do that a bit quicker than me. And then we're going to drift the weight to the fronts of the feet again. Smile the breath in on seat. Put weight through the fronts of the feet and almost let that throw you over into a forward bend. And great if you feel a bit wobbly, if you feel a little bit sort of thrown over and unbalanced as you come over. In your forward bend, I'm having to do something funny with my head just because otherwise you won't hear what I'm saying. Heels are light or even off the ground, and so the weight's down through the fronts of the feet. Let's feel the kind of almost the bounciness from the ground up through the legs, feeling the support from the front of the foot, up through the front of the leg, up through the hip, almost giving you a long hip, feel like your hips coming up almost into your belly. Then we're going to find a nice feeling of rotation through the ankles, a kind of outward rotation feeling, and you might feel that almost traveling up the body, a kind of spiraling outward feeling. And it just, you feel like you've got space between the legs. And then maybe join in with the pelvis and feel almost like you're widening your pelvis from the inside. And that might give you a little bit of lightness down through the spine. And then we'll smile the breath in when we're there on seat. Touch with the feet, feel something coming up through the legs, a support and a response from the ground up through the legs, supporting the whole of the front of the body. And then we'll let the heels release down towards the earth. Bend the knees now, hands back to back, taking a deep breath in, stand on the feet, draw up to standing. Feel like the ground is coming up through the legs, it's the ground standing you up through your bones. Drawing up, the whole way up through the body, coming up, and then bringing the arms down again. And we'll do one more swinging through. and a shaking out of the legs. So you could carry on with the yoga practice if that's just got you into your bodies, or if you need to go off and do something, off you go. But we can end this particular practice with a little bit of standing meditation. So we'll end with the hands in a prayer position, resting on the heart, and closing your eyes. And just feeling your body in space, feeling your feet on the ground and your head making its way towards the heavens. Feel how the ground magnetically draws you down as you are sent up by the ground, the spine lengthening up towards the heavens. And feeling the whole of the body in space, noticing the space behind the body. We tend to think of our bodies just as this sort of front plane where we sort of feel like our existence is in the front of our head, but remembering the wholeness of the body, the back of you, the sides of you, perhaps imagining that you had a sort of Michelin man figure that has the blown up rings around all the arms and legs. So feeling wider perhaps than you normally do, inflated around the legs, the inside of the thighs, inside of the legs, as if you had a blown up ring around your armpits, a space under the armpits. Maybe a blown up ring around the neck so that you're noticing the entirety of the neck and the throat. And noticing your ears, the width in the eyes, sides of the mouth. Noticing how the tongue can rest wide in the mouth. And just testing a little bit how you can sort of circle around in very, very small circles around your feet, noticing how the feet respond when you make tiny, tiny circles around over the feet. Almost imperceptible. Go the other way. Now circle the other way. Feeling your deep connection to earth and to all that is. And just taking a reflective moment inward to feel a sense of gratitude for whatever you have in your life, maybe picking something that you can feel a real deep sense of gratitude for, and noticing how that actually feels in your body, what that emotional response is in the body of gratitude. And as if that were a colour or a substance, allow that sense of gratitude to flow through the body, filling every cell, relaxing the heart wide, front and back. Receiving the breath in the whole of the lungs, back of the lungs, all the way up to the shoulders, sides of the lungs, top of the lungs, right up underneath the collarbones. And then take a lovely long deep breath in and a deep breath out, Just bringing your hands down. Maybe shaking the feet out one more time. Rotating the shoulders, whatever feels nice. And just finishing giving thanks. Thank you for watching and joining in, and thanking the ground for always being there. It's always available to you, the ground and your body and the breath. Namaste. Thank you very much.